And we're live.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back to us. It's
I know.
been like 2 weeks.
I know it's been nuts the last
At
couple
least,
weeks.
right? At least 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it every time.
Not into the mic. Please don't. God damn it.
Oh, I got to stay hydrated, man. I got this crazy headache going on.
You can stay hydrated away from the mic is what you can do.
That's true. That's true. I got this crazy headache going on, and I don't know why. I also, since my injury, have been eating like dog shit. And so I'm trying to past couple of days I've been trying to get my diet back in line. So I'm sure that's part of it.
Dude, all I'm thinking about eating, I'm going home tonight, and me and John are making chicken and gnocchi, and it's so good.
That sounds fantastic.
It's so wonderful.
I had that the other week.
It's good shit, right?
At the old Olive Garden, yeah. Do it. Take a sip into the mic. ASMR. You're going to be real shocked one day when I walk down here with a whole meal. Yeah. I'm just going to eat like a plate of ribs and mac and cheese.
Just right here in the mic.
Right here in the mic. Just as we're talking.
Let's-
Yeah, man.
I think
stuff right here.
that's the day that the one commenter that we have on YouTube so far that's not your mom is going to quit listening to us.
I know, right? Hey, shout out to moms for commenting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I bought so I've been getting into these football cards, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's been great. It's been a blast. It's kind of to the point now where the hobby turned into okay, I need to justify this, and there is money to be made. It's sometimes it's time consuming putting everything on eBay. So that's what I've committed to. I'm going to have a lot of downtime once the surgery comes around. I mean, I'm at least going to have a solid 2 weeks of not really being able to do anything.
Right.
So right now, just before you got here to record this, I was just taking pictures and then opening some packs on the page and just taking pictures to post. And then I bought this Prime Days.
Mm-hmm.
I sold 3 cards so far. I've sold 2 lots. Shout out to Chad for buying a bunch of Mahomes cards from me.
Nice.
Dude, Mahomes cards go like hotcakes. I mean, there are really good quarterbacks out there that sell really well, no matter what the cards are. And then there's Patrick Mahomes.
If it says his name on it, does it just...
That dude,
instant?
I think, sells better than Brady. And they always say Brady's the GOAT. And I'm sure back when Brady was still in the league, he was selling really well. And he still sells well. But Patrick Mahomes base cards are going for, $4, $5, $6, $7.
Right.
Whatever it may be. So, anyways, I sold those 3 cards, got super excited about it, and then realized I have no idea what I'm doing. And so I found a label printer, a shipping label printer, Bluetooth,
Nice.
on Amazon, which was 49% off for Prime Days. Bought it.
Score.
And then got it up and running in 5 minutes, which was fantastic. So,
Awesome.
there's light at the end of the tunnel. We're looking good.
Right.
Maybe I'll be the next big...
You have officially put the shovel down.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be the next big sports card guru guy. I don't know.
That could be something.
Yeah. Pretty neat, though.
Yeah. You know
It's
what
really
else
fun
is-
to go in and, look at all the different cards. Once you get into, the business side of it, you start looking them up, seeing what they're going for.
Mhm.
I think I explained this the other week, or last time we were on doing a show, that eBay
Mhm.
is the dictator. Is basically
Right.
the market. Yeah. It's interesting stuff, man.
Like Wall Street for stocks, eBay is for cards, right?
Yeah. Basically.
Okay.
So it's cool.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
You get a quarterback or anyone that's starts doing really well, and they start selling.
I wonder, do defensive players cards probably not sell as well, I feel, just because they're not...
So typically it's the skill positions, which are your running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends.
Right. But your...
I mean, you have to be a huge name.
Right, your O-line, your D-line, unless you're a Chris Jones or...
Chris Jones cards go for a decent amount as a defensive player.
Right. But I feel like an offensive line, unless you had the whole set.
Do you watch the NFL draft at all?
No.
I remember watching this and not I didn't connect the two till years later, and I can't remember what year. We're gonna look it up right now.
Where's the dead air sounder button?
No, we're still talking. Chris Jones
okay.
draft year.
21.
Was it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, there's no way. 2016.
It's a little bit off.
Yeah, a little bit. Did you see his the NFL Combine where he's running the 40
Mm-hmm.
and his hog just
Yeah.
falls out?
Yeah, because everybody's out running in the full-length compression pants, and he opts for the shorts.
Yeah, they were still long compression shorts, and he just all of a sudden falls to the ground. Everyone's like, "What's going on?" And then it's just
He just ate it on purpose to cover the fact that
his dong fell out the bottom of it.
just. Mm-hmm. I was watching.
Way to make a man feel incompetent.
Right. I was watching that clip from the New Heights podcast with Travis and Jason Kelsey.
Oh yeah.
And Jason goes, "How lucky are you to be able to say that your hog fell out of anywhere? Like, I can't say that.
Yeah.
Mine ain't big enough to say it fell anywhere."
He just started laughing. Did you hear his comment on they asked him about what he thought about Travis Kelsey? Did you hear that part?
Mm-mm.
I think it was the same podcast.
No, I
was talking
just saw that one little clip.
So in that same episode, they asked Jones what they thought of Travis when he first showed up to the team, and he was like, "Here comes Malibu's most wanted." I mean, dude, it's true.
Yeah.
He's a white boy with some like white boy swag.
Right.
He just tries.
Good old Vanilla Ice on the field.
I know, right? That's the part, I guess.
Oh, well.
That's the part. Man, I was in the card shop today looking at some cards, and the owner had just got in a lot, and one of them was one of Travis's like OG rookie cards, which I mean go for a fair amount of money, especially when they're graded. But like, I'm a big fan of Travis Kelsey, but I almost didn't get it because like for a brief moment I was like, his Pfizer little promotion he did. I was like, kind of was like a turnoff.
Buy one, get one.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's kind of a turnoff, or like get 2 in 1 or whatever.
Yeah, two for.
I was like, man, come on, don't be
2 for Taylor.
Bad. 2 for Taylor, and then he started dating Taylor.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Why does the X-Files theme song go?
Isn't it something like that?
No, that's Twilight Zone.
Oh, it's Twilight Zone. Yeah. I don't know what the X-Files is.
I
remember I watched that when I was younger, though.
Yeah, I'm still... I would do it fully, but I'm still coming back from that sinus infection I had over the weekend. Like, I'm 95% there. I just don't have that last little, like...
I got some old antibiotics you could take.
How old? Like 2016?
21.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was a little bit off.
I mean, still good. Yeah, you're off with your years this year.
That's fine.
Went complete opposites there.
Mm-hmm.
You said Jones's year was 21.
Yeah.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
It's playing off of that.
Dude, I'm going to come way out of left field.
Uh-oh.
I got to ask you about it.
Uh-oh.
Getting back into the hunting.
Okay.
Have you seen Fred Bear's new bows?
The Execute?
No, it's like they're new. They're newest. Man, how are you going to work in a bow shop and not...
Dude, here's the thing. It's the same reason I don't have a press at my fucking house yet. I work on everybody else's stuff. When I work on bows all day, I get home and like I don't like I want to think of other shit.
That's fair. You know what would be something cool you could do? And this is just like the business side of me. You could 100% get it. Like, I don't know how much bow presses are, but you could grab a bow press and
Do mobile recovery.
do mobile recovery. No, you could
That would be a good idea though.
kind of...
Like on the weekends, somebody's like, hey, I was out here shooting at my buddy's place. My bow blew up. Or I derailed my bow.
I don't know if you could... No, you probably wouldn't be able to... That'd be hard.
Yeah, that'd be really tough. Like
Yeah,
the overhead just
more
on
likely-
strings.
More than likely, they're just going to throw it in their truck or car and then drive it to a shop.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not going to, like, in that moment, be like, I need it fixed. But what I was saying is you could probably get yourself a bow press and... Hold on, give me 1 second. Get a bow press and just start doing some, like, freelance work at home. I mean, you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And go from there, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing against Roger Sporting Goods. You guys are a great establishment. You have a wonderful worker, right? He's a great bow tech. Just saying. There's opportunity.
Oh yeah.
So, but that's what I was doing, dude.
Yeah, you were looking up the new Fred Bears for me because apparently I haven't seen them. Dude, the newest one that I've seen is the Cheyenne, which isn't even a new design. It's a recurve, but it shoots really, really well.
Does it really? The Cheyenne sounds like it should be a recurve.
It is.
Is that what you just said?
Mm.
That's what you just
said. It's exactly what I just said.
Yikes. I'll pay attention to you at some point here.
Yeah, that's all right.
They just posted it. Here we go.
Okay, what you got?
So the 2024, you have the Surpass. And then you have... Oh, wait. So there's that one. The Paradigm.
Oh, yeah. I did shoot the Paradigm.
The Whitetail Max.
Yep. That's okay.
The Alaskan XTE.
I actually have seen all these.
Have you?
I totally forgot 3 weeks ago our bear rep came through with all of them.
Here's all of them right here. The Persist, the Whitetail Max, the Alaskan XTE, Surpass, and Paradigm. So it looks like Paradigm's like your entry-level full kit.
Mm-hmm.
Surpass is the next up. Alaskan XT.
That's your long draw guy, so that's me right there.
Is it?
Oh, it shoots so well.
Does it?
Shoots really freaking.
But it's for
smooth.
It's for a longer draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can fit me at 31, but it can go to I want to say 33.
Yikes!
Like
that's a long draw.
Like Big Derek could shoot that bow.
Nice. Whitetail Max,
which is basically like the Whitetail Legend Pro, just redone. And the Whitetail Legend Pro is nice. It's got
does that one have the limbs that like taper down?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I like a solid flat limb, like the one that I have. You know what I'm talking about?
You're gonna have to buy the Execute or
Persist.
Yep. Yep.
I wonder what the retail on that Persist is, because that's a sweet looking bow.
It's gonna be nice.
And then the little things in life, they put that little D loop on top to clip in. It's up top. You can add that yourself. But
oh yeah, but who's gonna add it themselves when they can buy it already on there?
Does the Alaskan XT, those limbs taper down?
Most of them do.
Yeah.
Bear is not known for having a real square limb design. Yeah, most of them that I know of taper at least a little bit.
No, I probably don't need a new bow, so it's okay.
I mean, probably not, but...
Dude, look at this doe. That's a big old doe.
Dude, there was a big doe behind the place here. Oh, man.
Dude, you should...
I'm telling you,
see it, like,
I was walking down the side of the house here, and I was thinking, like, I'm looking at the ground, because it looks like you guys are aerating or something right now.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to ask you about that. But I'm
everywhere.
No. Well, I could see, all the plugs taken out, and I'm like, oh, yeah, they must be aerating. I keep looking around.
Yeah.
Don't even recognize giant doe standing here in the backyard. Just standing there, and then she just takes off.
One of these nights before you come over and record an episode, I will go dump a bag of corn, and you'll see the amount of deer that come out. I mean, it's a target-rich environment. The temptation is unreal, because more than likely they're just going to bust into that timber back there, and it's all like private or Kansas City-owned land back there.
So we just got to talk to the city.
Or
no,
rather ask for forgiveness than
no
permission. Okay. Other super exciting news, hunting news. We thought this Joker was dead. We thought he had been killed.
He's
if
not.
I had listened to Chet last year during rifle season and sat with him, I would have had the opportunity to kill him, but I acted like I knew what I was doing and I didn't sit with him. He is not dead. Kringle lives.
Oh, baby.
That's not the greatest picture of him. This is the first time he's shown up.
What'd you call him?
Kringle, and I'll tell you why here in a second.
Because of Hingle McCringleberry.
Look at that.
Oh, shit.
So that left side is all funky, and one of his brow tines looks like a Christmas tree. The way it's like, the way the junk comes off it and the way it tapers up. It looks like a Christmas tree.
I'm going to say it's because of Hingle McCringleberry.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't even know what that means. But I like it. It sounds good.
It's a Key and Peele skit. The East-West players.
Yeah.
There you go.
I remember those guys. There's some good ones.
Fudge.
Alabama University.
Harvard.
That's not correct.
Harvard University.
Yeah.
DeVry University.
D-back.
Anyhow.
But yeah, no, so I saw those bows and I got pretty excited about it. I always get excited about the new um, bear bows that come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need a new one though. I
You
don't think I
don't.
do, especially
Not.
since I won't be shooting it this year.
Yep. Not with your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, I told you why I have to go in the day after you go for surgery, right?
For your whole lung thing or your heart thing?
Yeah, my whole heart thing.
Your whole heart thing?
Yep. Well, I tell you what, when they did the EKG, or I don't even know if it's an EKG or what it is, where they sonogram your chest and like look at everything inside of there.
That sounds intense.
It was pretty cool. I was kind of thrown off when the doctor's like, "Yeah, your heart looks exactly what we expect to see in a 29-year-old. Like, I don't see anything out of the ordinary."
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's weird. I don't like that. Again, I'm being told that you don't know what's wrong with me, but hey, at least I get to see how all this shit inside of here works.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool because like it's like watching one of the live scope fish finders.
Going down through everything?
Yeah. So I'm watching like I'm literally sitting here watching my heartbeat and watching one of the valves open. And I think it's just like a simple like a open, close, open, close. No, like as your heart's pushing the blood through this valve, it like lifts, flaps for a second, close.
Shuts, yeah.
Lift,
So,
flap,
okay, they had the
close.
scope down in there, or they were doing the sonogram?
Sonogram with the jelly.
Doing the same thing.
Dude, I was not happy about having that though.
And watching it?
I mean, I liked watching. I thought it was cool, but I can't do like lotions, like stuff like that, like on me. It just don't ask me why.
I don't know why I asked why, because I'm the same way.
Like it's just it's weird. Like particularly like on my hands. Like if I get shit on my hands, I gotta go wash them off right away.
I hardly lotion my hands. My hands used to be much more rough than they are now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hate it.
Like I can do it.
Can't grip a tackle box.
Yeah,
that song goes.
yeah, Brad Paisley.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it every so often. But like if there's an excess of just like lotiony stuff somewhere on me,
Yeah.
I'm not a happy camper. I don't know why. You know, it was kind of cool getting to see how like watch my actual heartbeat on the monitor. And then of course after 5 minutes of watching it, I got bored and started thinking it was a live scope fish finder.
So I had to go in and do it when I thought I was having that heart attack on the way up to where were we going? Wolf Creek.
Mm-hmm.
It was Lincoln, one of our other buddies. I can't remember who the third was, and then myself. There's 3 of us. I remember getting, I don't know, 20 minutes on the road and being like, oh my god, I forgot my waders. So I told him to keep going. I was going to turn around and get my waders. And then all morning, though, I woke up and like whole left arm was like, no, I thought maybe I'd slept on it, but I was like, oh, it still like hurts. Like there's a pain in there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is going on? And then, of course, I get the phone out and check WebMD, and I WebMD myself into thinking I'm having a heart attack. And so I call him. I'm like, hey, you're on your own, buddy. I'm going to the hospital. Like, there's something not right.
Right.
Tell you what, you probably know this. You want to get into the emergency room and skip the whole line. Hey, I'm having heart issues.
Yep.
Boom, through the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, they immediately drew my blood. I mean, sounds like you've been through all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they did the stress test. Did you have to walk on the treadmill?
See, I didn't have to do a stress test, so, or at least this go around. Back in high school-ish, whenever I had my last workups done for this issue, yes, I had to do the stress test. But this time around, they're just like, nope, we just want to see what's going on.
Were you like walking the treadmill?
No, I was just laying.
No, for the stress test.
Oh yeah, just walking. I didn't have to like do any running or anything. But yeah, just walking at a quicker pace than what I was used to.
Yeah, it was weird. And then they immediately like, you got off and they put the thing on you.
Mm-hmm.
Found it. It was cool to watch. It was weird.
What I want to know though,
like, you're dying.
See, what I want to know though is if they thought you were dying or you thought you were dying, why the fuck would they put you on a treadmill for heart problems?
No, I mean this was like 12 hours into the thing.
Oh, okay.
I had been there for a while. It wasn't like draw your blood, EKG, stress test.
Okay.
It was like, hey, we're gonna chill for a bit.
Okay.
We're gonna probably like 8 hours into. I think it was at the hospital like 12 hours total. And I'm just being stressed.
Hmm.
It was, yeah. it was a stressful time in my life, so
It was.
I ended up being stressed. And then I don't know if they considered it like a panic attack or what, but I don't think it was a panic attack because I didn't feel like it didn't. I don't know. Maybe I guess I haven't had a panic attack, so I don't know. I don't know. But at the end of it, they ended up being like, "You actually have a really healthy heart," and I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Right. Imagine that.
Not how I thought this conversation was going to go.
Right. Thinking they were about to tell you, hey, no more chasing ducks around on no sleep and energy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much, I mean,
That was our life.
at that point in time, yeah, that was it. Was
Probably still be our life if we could find some time to do it.
right. So that ain't no joke. So let's see. This past weekend was. Let's see. There was 2 seasons going on. There was early goose, and then there was early rifle antlerless in like almost every county except for the county my grandpa's land is in. So, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, same in the county that I can hunt.
Yeah.
So,
fuck us, I guess.
Yep. Chet and his dad actually went out and shot like 4 doe.
Hell yeah. So Chet and his dad got full freezers. That's cool.
Yeah, over in Bethany. No, not Bethany. Somewhere
Somewhere up that way.
on the 35 stretch. Up that way.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so we had all that going on. I still haven't bought tags because I had a wedding this weekend, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Which sucked because that's when my voice fully disappeared.
Really?
Like by the end of the night, that's all I had left.
Really?
I had nothing.
You just kept yelling, "Shout! Come on, everybody! Shout!"
No. A little bit louder now.
A little bit louder now.
No, I really don't know. But
Yeah.
I had a wedding this past weekend when I knew I was going to be in.
Was that in town?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to go out of town. It was out between like Skyview Avenue and Platte City, Farrellview kind of area. Out towards the airport, basically. It was a really cool venue. But knew I wasn't going to be hunting. It's called the Brim. Like it's back in the middle of nowhere out there.
Oh, okay. Because there used to be a venue that I would DJ at that's at one of the hotels. Basically right next to the airport.
Mm-hmm. Yep, nope, not that place.
Not that one. Okay.
I've got a wedding coming up this Sunday.
Really?
Yep. The
Sunday
following.
wedding.
It's Howard from the stores. The guy that runs the shop, you know. So it's his wedding, and he wanted to have it on a Sunday so like everyone could make it. But it's a Sunday evening, so I can't go out of town to go hunt at my grandpa's because I'm an usher. So I'm required to be there.
Get up Monday morning and go.
I know, but
And go Monday night.
But after that wedding, I probably won't want to get up and go.
Be a responsible human being and don't get plastered
It's a wedding.
on a Sunday.
I had to drive from the wedding last weekend. I had to be responsible last weekend. So I don't want to be responsible this weekend. I don't want to have sponsored Bellaries no more.
Yeah, none of us want responsibilities.
I know.
None of us.
But let's see. The 21st, we've got a Halloween party, which I could probably get up and go. The 22nd. The 28th is the Halloween bash at John's parents.
Oh, man.
What?
Coming to work today.
No.
Dying.
Yeah, see how that goes for me.
I think you legally have to, they have to provide you with sick leave.
Oh, they do.
You already used it all year?
Nah. I don't call in sick.
That's good. Good for you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't get paid if I call in sick.
What? No, that can't be right.
Promise.
That can't be right.
Promise.
How do they get away with that?
I don't know.
We can discuss that off air.
I don't know.
I don't want to put you in a bad spot.
Look, at least the last I knew I didn't. Maybe I do, and I've been fucking myself over this whole time, and I could have just been getting paid for some sick leave.
I'm pretty sure by law they have to allot you X amount of sick days that are paid.
Huh.
Especially for full-time employees.
So yeah, I've been fucking myself over all this time. Cool.
It's all right.
All right, so maybe I will start using a few sick days. But
Yeah, if you're actually feeling like shit.
right, yeah, not if I've just self-induced brown bottle
I'm
fever.
bleeding from my eyeballs and my ears. I'm going to work. I'm going to work, John. They won't pay me. I gotta survive.
I gotta make money.
Good Lord. I don't want to get you fired or anything on here.
No,
so.
you're good. Yeah.
Have there been any big deer that have come through the shop? Some stories.
Well, there is this one. So I actually set a bow up for this kid, or no, I didn't even set it up for him. I think I had fixed his peep sight a couple of times. And we got to talking the last time I was in working on his bow about like where we were from and stuff. And when I say kid, I don't know how old this kid is. He's maybe 18, 19, somewhere kind of in that ballpark.
Yeah.
But he told me like, hey, I live in the same neighborhood you do. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what do you mean you live in the same neighborhood as me? He said, you know, if you go up over this hill and back into the cul-de-sac back there, yeah, I live back in that cul-de-sac. And I'm like, dude, that's freaking awesome. He goes, yeah, there's 7 acres back there I used to be able to hunt. There was a giant that lived back there that almost got him 2 years in a row. And he showed me a picture, and sure as shit, like this giant suburban deer.
Really?
He didn't have pictures of that one, but he stopped by Sunday while I was sitting out on my porch, recovering, and I see him driving by, and he yells out my name, and I'm like, who the fuck is calling for me? It's like 11 o'clock on a Sunday. Didn't recognize him. Then he hops out and he comes walking up the side of the road, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's what's his name? And he's like, dude, those broadheads you sold me the other day, I put them through a rib cage on a stud, and sure as shit, mid 140s probably.
Nice.
Yeah.
What'd you sell
them? Grim Reapers.
Nice.
The whitetail specials, the 3 blades.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
What do those look like? Obviously 3 blade.
Dude, but wicked is what they look like.
Do they?
They look mean.
Grim Reaper 3 blade?
Yep. Grim Reaper whitetail specials. That's what they're called.
Whitetail specials. Oh, yeah. Those look gnarly.
Yeah. 2-inch triangular cut.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So expandable, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So that's a debate we could get into because they're what's considered a front deploying instead of a rear deploying.
I think.
Yep. So they fold out from the front instead of like even on like the G5 Mega Meats or any of those where the blades like slide back.
Yeah.
Those are considered a rear deploying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
But hey, they got Gavin a deer.
Oh my goodness, why am I yawning so bad? It's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, it is.
I've shot a mix of everything, and I don't know. You have people that swear by one thing, you have people that swear by the other, you have people that want to chisel their own broadhead out of obsidian. You know.
Hey, don't bring old Tom into this.
Is that what he does?
He doesn't hunt with them, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it's cool that he makes them, but there's some people that are like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how they're gonna hunt. Mm-hmm.
Make their own arrows, twist it with sinew. It's crazy. I mean, people are into what they're into.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people complain about these rage hypodermics, the no collars, which I've been shooting, and I haven't had.
What are people saying?
I think I've killed. Okay, sorry. Like that's a very generalized statement. I've heard people like complaining about how they're not getting through bone and how they're not like. Good Lord.
Uh-oh.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
They're not getting through bone. They're not cutting deep. They're deflecting real hard. Which I don't know. Every deer that I've shot with the hypodermics has gone down.
Yeah.
Like quickly.
But I'll say
one
this.
of them went down instantly.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll say this about. I mean, if you hit any bone with, well, I shouldn't say any bone. But if you hit bone with a broadhead, odds are good it's not going to fully do its job.
No.
Like, it's not going to punch all the way through. It might, in some situations, punch all the way through.
Yeah.
But, like, if you punch all the way through 1 rib, 2 ribs, you're probably not coming out the other side. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just what I think.
There are those new broadheads, too, like the Severs. Have you seen those?
Yeah,
We
or
talked
the
about those last time I was in shop.
and it was the Bomars too, where they
They
swivel.
they float.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's supposed to like dance around the bone or whatever.
Yeah, and here's my whole thing is let's pretend. Oh, that sounds terrible.
Sounds great, actually. I love it.
No, let's not.
Action packed.
Let's not do that. But like, so let's pretend like these are your ribs here. If your blades are coming at them, and it,
yeah,
like it can't swivel around 2 ribs at a time. So like if,
I see what you're saying.
So like, if one blade hits one rib,
unless they float independently.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything like that yet. That could be.
There you go.
Game changer.
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I mean, people are killing animals with obsidian broadheads.
True.
At the end of the day, shot placement.
Yep.
Which I'm terrible with. So actually, my first bow buck that we talked about several episodes ago, it was actually probably good that I was shooting the hypodermics, and if it's the case where they're, oh my god,
man, you and me both right now.
Yeah, that they're deflecting real hard. That actually was good. That was a savior for me because it was a terrible shot and it deflected up into like the liver and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it ended up dying, but if it hadn't deflected, it would have just, I don't know, it would have just walked away with an arrow.
Yeah.
So,
which I mean, deer are tough.
Yeah.
Like you see pictures of it all the time.
That Kringle that I showed you see his humpback?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Quasimodo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm sure he was shot at some point in the season.
Yeah, you see it all the time, like deer that have been shot in the leg, or I've seen. Trucking. Yeah, they just keep going. Like I don't think they even recognize that leg as part of them anymore. They're just like, this thing's tagging along.
Yeah.
Only got 3 of them now.
Yeah. Feed that, like, they start running from the coyotes, just drop that one off. And
yeah, exactly.
Little decoy.
Or like you see, I saw this, and I really hope nobody I know does this. I saw where somebody had shot at a deer, shot at it in the forehead with their compound bow from, it was far enough that it had just barely gone in his skull plate.
I've seen that.
Deer lived.
Just walking around with the arrow in its head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Like deer are stupidly tough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's insane. They'll survive almost any... Oh.
They'll survive an impact with a car.
How many times have you smoked a deer on the road and it just gets up and like... Remember, I think you were there that day when we were going to Nottoway to duck hunt.
Yep.
And I smoked that.
Smashed it.
F350.
Yeah, smashed it.
Smashed her, and she just popped up and walked away. I was like, what?
Now,
how does that even work?
Well, adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, she probably died in the field later. Or maybe not. Maybe she kept going.
Who knows? She probably kept going.
You know what I saw? I saw a video today.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. Of this guy. It sounded like it was him and his son in a blind, rifle hunting. Just like the way the conversation was happening, and the voice of it sounded like a kid's voice. So it's like, all right, there he is. There's a decent buck. He's like, all right, there he is. Get on him. Get on him. Take a couple breaths, just coaching him through it. It's like, all right, when you're ready, squeeze the trigger. Boom, cracks a shot off, and you just see antler explode.
Oh, no.
And he's like, his dad goes, you killed him. Oh, did you shoot him in the head? What just happened? His antlers went flying. And the kid's like, I'm sorry. And like the kid, it sounded like the kid was like meaning to aim at, the chest or like the body, the side profile. And he just like, I don't know what he did, but he just dome rocked the deer. You saw antlers just explode. They killed it though.
Yeah.
They did kill it.
Efficiently, I'm sure.
I guess, yeah. It was interesting.
I've never made a miss that epic, but I have caught myself staring down the barrel of, staring through the scope of my rifle.
Down the barrel of a 45.
Stop it. Stop with your mom rock early 2000s or whatever Spotify calls it.
Stone sour, baby.
Oh, baby. Sour. I like some stone sour. Anyhow,
stone sour.
Rewinding.
Okay, sorry.
I'll be staring through my rifle scope.
Yeah.
Looking at the vitals of a deer.
Yeah.
And then I'll catch myself, like, the scope will just drift up to his head just so I can look at his head and then his antlers one more time. And then right back down to the vitals.
Yeah.
So, I think it'd be easy to forget in the heat of the moment. Like, I'm sure the kid was obviously super, like, shaky and excited.
Yeah.
I would bet something like that's what went on, too. Like,
if you really want to test your skills as a marksman,
go for it.
Shot's going to be the best, most efficient.
Oh, yeah.
Kill.
I got a buddy that he swears by it. He doesn't give a shit about antlers.
Or in the neck. a neck shot,
Yeah.
sever the spine.
Yeah.
That's what they're starting to teach, and kind of veering off into a different topic, but that's what they're starting to teach in like firearms training.
It's not two center of mass, one dome.
No, it still is, but there's also what they're teaching now is that there's a lot of people are wearing plate.
Mm.
So I've noticed on a lot of targets there's more of like that clavicle area,
Okay.
like squares for it. Now, when it comes to like a qualification or anything like that, I mean, it's always going to be two to the chest, one to the head, or however that series is.
Mm-hmm.
It's also more centralized now on qualification targets. And when I'm talking about qualifications for people that may not know what I'm talking about, it's talking about like on the range, you have to get qualified. Most places is twice a year. There are some places that have limited to once a year, which
Little frightening.
a little frightening. I take a strong stance on this. If you can't shoot over a 90, you probably shouldn't carry a gun. And I'll stand behind that. And I'm sorry to anyone that is in law enforcement that can't shoot over a 90. That's just you not taking the time to practice. They're putting a gun and a badge in your hand. You need to defend yourself, your partner, and the people around you. So, yourself being last. So, you need to be more concerned about those innocent civilians and your partner and innocent lives. Dude, I used to work with people that I kind of hope they listen, but they would shoot under a 70. That's a full magazine. Just for reference, you get 3 magazines. That's a full magazine that you missed the target, right?
Like clean miss, like no scorable.
You either missed
Didn't
the whole,
touch paper.
You either missed the whole paper or you missed the silhouette of what would be the person that you're the threat that you're stopping. And then they would get sent to remedial. They would tell the instructors that they knew what they were doing and they didn't need instruction. So then they would go try to requalify again, still not pass, have their gun taken away from them. At that point, you need to hang up your effing badge. If you're not going to take the time to get better, I've never shot under a 96 or 94. It might be a 94. And no, I apologize. 90. 90 was the lowest score I've ever shot. And then after that, it's always been above that. Primarily 98 or 100.
Nice.
Yeah. And I just think it's crucial that the ones carrying a gun and a badge, protecting others, shoot good. There's my tangent. I apologize.
You're good.
But on the qualification target, I've noticed back to the whole severing the spine and whatnot, talking about like deer hunting, the whole head counts, but from the right above the eye line down to like the bridge of the nose is kind of the new where you want to aim, or even like half, like maybe you could probably include mouth on that too.
Okay, but like this triangle here.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
because there's
that
more like
or triangle, yeah.
Because there's more like
punch straight through.
Yeah.
Spine.
Okay.
Hitting the head, the brain. This is getting morbid.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
That's a survivable shot. It can be, but you sever someone's spine, it's lights out.
True.
They're also teaching to do. So like special forces have been teaching this for a while, from my understanding. But taking out someone's hip girdle, especially since people are starting to wear armor. An active shooter situation.
Right.
Like if they're a lot of them are wearing plate armor now. To the chest isn't always going to be the thing. So you take out the hips, spin them down, and as soon as their hips are out of play and they can't move, then you can go to work from there.
Yeah.
Stop the threat.
Makes sense. Plus, if you fracture something real hard in the hip, I'm sure you run a chance of a fragment taking out their femoral.
Yeah, I mean, you can even smoke them in the leg and take out the femoral and just...
Probably not ideal, not as quick.
Proceed to cover or concealment and just let nature do its course.
Right.
After you assisted it a little bit.
It's not as quick, but it would be effective.
That's one thing I haven't seen pop up on the news. I don't watch the news a whole lot, but I haven't seen anything about a mass shooting lately. it felt like it was prominent, like it was
Mm-hmm.
happening a lot.
Yeah.
The election year's coming around, so
Yeah, I was gonna say
shit's gonna
because
start.
there's not an election.
Yeah, shit's gonna start hitting the fan.
Oh yeah, that always does.
Do
I
you
hate
carry?
it, but it's
Do you carry when you're out in public?
well, if I say yes, people are gonna know I carry. If I say no,
Okay,
people are gonna know
let's do
I'm
this.
lying.
Let's do this. Okay, like what's a I'm absolutely carrying situation for you?
Absolutely, if in an absolutely I'm going to type situation.
Yeah, like okay, I gotta go do this. I'm absolutely gonna like carry something.
If I'm going to a part of town that I am unfamiliar with after dark in a part of town that is rumored to be notoriously bad
Okay, that's fair.
for people of we'll say my complexion
That's fair.
that listen to country music and drive big loud trucks.
Fair enough.
You're saying like that one for me would be a, and that's not a I'm going looking for trouble, but if something happens, I need to be able to take care of myself. Um, Other than that, the only time I really carry is I carry when we go pheasant hunting, just because in the ditches out there in western Kansas, you could jump a coyote out or a bobcat, something like you had no idea was there, especially since we don't have a dog that hunts with us.
That's an interesting view. Okay.
Um,
Don't you have a
so
shotgun with you?
yeah, I mean I've got a shotgun, but
That's fair. I see what you're saying.
it's a little bit less maneuverable of a firearm.
Yeah. I guess I used to carry a what was that, a 38 special revolver
Yeah,
with me when I went hunting.
little 32 Jetfire.
Yeah, it was a little Ruger Blackhawk,
Yeah,
single action.
it won't take down a bear, but it'll take out your buddy's kneecap.
That's right. Or hopefully scare a coyote.
Right,
That's when I was hunting public land.
man. And public land, dude. I love public land, but I hate public land. If it's rifle season, I'm off public land.
Yeah, we talked about that last
We
time.
did.
Dude. I wouldn't. Nowhere. No way. Not ever again,
But
man. Like, I don't know. There's some really good spots around here, but the little bit that I would, dude, I'd always carry. But
well, you never
I
know who you're gonna run into or what you're gonna run into out there.
yeah. My absolute like will always carry is a movie theater.
Yeah.
I'm legally allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I wasn't, I still would. I know I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not crazy. I'm not fucked in the head. Like I'm not,
Right.
do anything nuts.
You're not James Holmes.
Yeah, and I got to sit through that debrief
Mm-hmm.
of that whole shooting.
Yep.
It's chilling. So, talk about a target-rich environment. It's also, and I love the movies. It's one of my favorite things to do. I always try to sit in like the top back row.
Yep. So you can see anybody coming in and have an exit strategy.
Yeah, but there's a give and take there. Yeah, I can see down over everything, and I control everything that's in front of me. I'm also the furthest away from an exit.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's fair.
Other side of it is if I have loved ones with me, their percentage of like being a target goes down if the shooter comes in from like the front.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole situation happened. They tuck down, get down, bodies thrown, jump on top of each other. So
Man, I just hate that we're at this like we have to think about this shit actively when we go out into the public.
yeah, it's part of life though, man. Like I carry I've been lazy about it, but I typically carry like even going to Walmart, dude. Walmarts have just been nuts. I mean, everyone sees the videos of people just high or just crazy in their emotions,
Mm-hmm.
like breaking stuff, acting nuts. It when you are that escalated emotionally, and especially if there's substances on board, it like that you
Right.
can just
You flip
all of
a
sudden,
light
like,
switch and
grab one of those bottles you're smashing and start like slicing people with it.
mm-hmm.
Start chucking bottles at people.
Yeah.
Our definition of lethal force isn't killed. It's it's kill or seriously injure.
Mm-hmm. Enough to subdue the threat.
So it goes back to it. It falls back like it's reversed towards us too. Like we don't have to have someone pointing a gun at us for us to take action.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody busts out of a house with a knife and is coming at you. A knife can kill you. Someone busts out of a house with a bat and is swinging at you. A bat can kill you.
Yep. Well, and I saw a video where it was a training situation for law enforcement of what to do if somebody was coming at them with a knife. 21 feet away.
Yeah.
So, your average 7 yards. By the time the officer in training popped 3 dummy rounds, that dude was already on him and I think they had taken like a dull knife and coated it in like lipstick or something. 4 different slash marks on him by the time they popped 3 rounds.
They have paint training knives.
So yeah, that's exactly what it was.
The distance you can close, 21 feet.
21
typical,
feet.
Like, the time that you can close, or the distance that you can close that. The time it takes you to close that distance, good Lord, is insane. Some people can't even get out a holster, can't even clear leather by the time they're on them, already getting stabbed, shanked, sliced. It's nuts to watch. We used to train. Because the general rule for police is like your good reactionary gap is 8 feet. Stupid.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
Better the fastest hands in the West.
And do you think if I'm showing up to your house to talk to you for a call for service, I'm going to stand 8 feet away from you and try to talk to you? No. If everything seems to be going fine, I'm gonna come in and talk to you.
Right, or you're at least going to be closer than 8 feet away because you don't need to be putting. It's just whatever is going on out in the neighborhood.
You stay right there. You stand on the other side of the room and talk to me. I'm going to come and talk to you like a human being.
Right.
But you never know what someone's actually thinking and planning. So it's crazy.
Right. Who knows, man?
Who knows? It is. You're right. It is kind of. It sucks that we're in that
we have to be in this mindset of like how to protect ourselves when we go in public.
But thank God for the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Thank God for guns. I'm a supporter.
Absolutely.
It's safe to say you're a supporter.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
So.
100%.
Yeah. Well, buddy, you want to wrap this up?
I suppose. We get a little
quick one.
Yeah, a little quick hitter here.
Yeah. We'll get back in sooner and get another one out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling good because I asked you if you wanted to record and you're like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling good.
Right. I said we'd see where my voice was at, and I figured
doing too much cocaine in Las Vegas.
Shit. If it was an out-of-town wedding, I would let you think that.
Yeah, well, I probably still wouldn't believe you. So
that's fair.
All right, buddy. Anything you want to end on?
Same shit as last time. Peace, love, and positivity.
Love, peace, hair, grease. Over and out. We'll see y'all later.
Hold on. Pause. What did you just say?
You never heard that one?
Love, peace,
peace, and hair, grease. We out.